MadDogOzie here with another review from the DM's Guild. This time we're looking at the Inquisitor's Guide by Marco Bertini. It's currently on sale for $1.95. With this, your players can expect the Spanish Inquisition. The Inquisitor's Guide by Marco Bertini. What are you getting here? Well, you're getting quite a lot of different things, but let's get started. You're getting a new Paladin Oath, a new background, new tools of torture, and a whole new set of rules for extracting information during your interrogations. Basically everything you would need to start up your own Inquisitions in your Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. There's also some background information on the Zealots of Tyr and the Holy Order of Inquisitors, which give you a really good starting off point if you're running this in a Forgotten Realms setting. Moving right along to the aforementioned Paladin Oath, the Oath of Truth. The oath centers around rooting out evil, especially the evil that hides through deceit while masquerading as good. The oath spells all feature around interrogation or the ability to force creatures to reveal information. Spells like Detect Thoughts, a new spell called Mind Digging which allows the extraction of a singular piece of specific information, and ending with spells like Divination and Gaius. Their Channel Divinity also grants them a +5 bonus to Insight and Investigation checks, which fits really well thematically. Every ability they get is in some way tied to rooting out the truth or revealing deception in some way, such as turning shape changers back to the original form on a hit or granting an Aura Zone of Truth at 20th level. The new background, Inquisitor, is much as you would expect, proficiencies in Insight and Intimidation along with the tool proficiency of Inquisitor's tools, which are as horrific as you can imagine. Then we move on to the truth machines. I'm going to put a content warning here. The machines described, and are described very well, are quite horrific and reflect a darker part of human history. The author even notes that applying these methods of torture should be considered an evil act in the course of a campaign, so check with your players before deciding to go full gung-ho on the torture, okay? The rules for extracting information are also laid out in this section and are really simple and easy to follow, while still giving enough meat to satisfy most DMs. Basically, it's a battle of wills, with different devices conferring different bonuses to the checks made by the torturer. The devices include things like the Iron Maiden, Thumbscrews, and Holy Fire. In total, there are 12 devices to choose from, some being easy enough to carry around, others requiring a dedicated chamber to use. The final section is a bit of a tease for an upcoming adventure by the same author, and it's got me very interested in what's coming down the road. Now, what did I like about this? There are a number of things that I really liked about this, but I'll start with the Paladin Oath. It's an amazing subclass that feels like every ability is working in conjunction with its oath and its theme. I've seen a few other Paladin Oaths out there and other subclasses where the theme doesn't fit the ability and they don't feel like they mesh very well together, and that's not the case here. In addition, it doesn't feel like this subclass is either overpowered or underpowered, and it strikes that balance just really nicely. I love the inclusion of the 2 monastic orders, and they are a ripe hunting ground for good hooks into either full campaigns or single adventures. I also appreciate the care taken in understanding that torture is an inherently corrupting act, and making DMs aware that its use shouldn't be taken lightly is something I really appreciate when dealing with a topic such as this. I also really liked the new spell, Mind Digging. I always find that Detect Thoughts is a bit too broad for this use, so it's nice to have something that fits that information extraction motif a bit better. Now, what didn't I like about this? So, if I'm not mistaken, most of the art in this supplement is stock art, and while that isn't in and of itself a bad thing, I would have loved to see something custom either for the new Oath of the Paladin, or for the Zealots of Tyr, or perhaps the cover itself. It's just something that might have elevated it a little bit. But that's really it for what I didn't like. This is a really well put together supplement. Now, for my final thoughts and rating. If you are looking for something to include an Inquisitors type group in your D&D 5th edition campaign, you really can't go wrong with the Inquisitor's Guide. And it's got me excited for whatever adventure he has coming up. I really can't knock any points off of this one, and while I lament the fact that there's no custom art, it's really a great addition to any collection of D&D books. So, 5 out of 5 from me. Thank you, this has been DMDongo. Please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe and use my affiliate code, which is always down below. Peace out.